Mr. Biswadeb Sinha, advocate of Guwahati High Court, to say something about Ambedkar and his social and judicial perspective. Now he will come next. We need the doctors to be the ending and beginning. We are in between.
Good afternoon to all. Honorable Chairman and Dr. Professor Rabindranath Rath and Associate Professor Tilak Kalita, and ladies and gentlemen, and all the the competitors who have spoken just before me or to participate in this program, and my brother and sisters, that today I have a privilege to express my views on the great man, that is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, towards empowerment of women and social justice and constitutional rights in Northeast India. So the people of here belongs to India. We know that what is the origin of India. We know it very well. And if we go much earlier than whatever my previous speakers have already he has uttered, Manusmriti, the period Manusmriti, the status of women in the society, and today, after adoption of this Constitution of India, drafted by this Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, what we found is a great difference, much different, how he has uplifted the womanhood in our country. Now, if I say that Hindu Code Bill, he has brought it in the Parliament. Now, out of that bill, whatever the status of our women in India or women empowerment in India, what we found earlier, after that bill, what the rights the woman has obtained, or women get the right about their freedom of speech, freedom of expression, fundamental right, legal right, whatever are there, with equal to man, which we are getting today from the Constitution of India, born 26 January 1950. The Constitution which we have adopted, or the Constitution which was adopted in the country, in our country, on 26 January 1950. That is the book, or we can say the book or thesis or whatever it is, or draft of our this Mr. Ambedkar. So by that going through, we are getting the equality before law, which is the fundamental right, right to live, right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, administration of minorities in education, establishment of minority education in, minority people of our country. All this, whatever we are getting, only from this Constitution, what the Dr. Ambedkar has drafted. Now, I will not make long time. Now, just I will practically, what are the things we are getting now? That by this bill, Hindu Code Bill, the law has come up. What is the law? That is Hindu Marriage Act. Earlier, whatever are there is no such things are there. But now we are getting the Hindu Marriage Act. All the Hindus are confined to this act. Now this act, where from it has born, you will not get by searching in the Constitution of India where the Hindu Marriage Act is there. No, it is not there in the Constitution. But how it has come? It has come from the fundamental rights, equality before law, right to live, right to life, Article 21, Article 14, Article 19. All these things have come from this, it has born. The Hindu Marriage Act, a Hindu couple, how they will survive, how they will live together, what will be their children, what will be the fate of their children. All these things that Hindu Marriage Act that narrated or described as a law of this country. Then we will get the Hindu Succession Act. Hindu Succession Act will get the right to property. How the property will succeed? Property will succeed by the omen. Earlier there was no such right, but by this law, Hindu Succession Act, a omen before marriage, after marriage, he can succeed the property. After the death of that particular person, after either his parents or whatever the guardians were there, if he is a legal heir of that guardian, he can avail that right, or he can get the right to get the property. That was earlier, it was not there. Now, we can say it is a Hindu Succession Act, but how it has born? It has born from the Constitution of India, from that bill. Parliament passed the bill. Now, how the Parliament has constituted, what the Parliament will do, what the Assembly will do, all these things have come from this. So now we are concerned only with the women empowerment. So women empowerment, the Parliament has passed the bill. Since the Constitution is there, Indian Constitution, they are under the constitutional authority. The Parliament has passed the bill, Parliament has adopted this one, that Hindu Succession Act or Hindu Marriage Act, Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, Hindu Minorities and Guardianship Act, all these various acts are there. So women earlier we did not get this type of facilities, but after adopting this constitution, we the people of India, women empowerment or women are getting this such kind of right, they can approach before the court of law. Now again we are coming to this constitution. Now our society, the constitution has divided. Constitution divided. Here today our thing is that women empowerment, social justice and constitutional right. If we look into the Constitution of India, we are getting the three departments are there: executive, political and judicial. That also brought by this man. You think that all these things, organs, executive, judicial and, executive, political and judicial. Executive will execute the what the government will make the policy, that is the political. If anyone do not get anything from these things, they can go to the judicial court, that is for justice, social justice or equilibrium, to equal the property, equality before law. There is Article 14 comes, whatever his rights, he has to get that right from the Article 14. For what? For suppose if I am a woman, I can get this right by this article, applying this Article 14, and therefore for this 14, then Hindu Succession Act, Hindu Marriage Act, whatever this, all these things are passed by the Parliament under the Constitution of India. So what I am getting, if anyone deprive, any woman, if deprive, suppose I bring some example, a woman has got married with one man, Hindu man. After some days or after having birth of a child, suppose husband left the woman, what he will get? She will live with that particular child. Now sometimes after 2 or 3 years, husband has come, no, you give me this child. I need this child, belongs to me. Where that woman will go? So this Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, Hindu Adoption and Minority Act, Guardianship and Minority Act, she may approach before the court of law. A court of law, that is, we are getting from the Constitution of India. In every district there is a district court. Every state there is a high court. In the country there is a Supreme Court. There is classes of courts are there. As per jurisdiction, the person concerned, the woman concerned will go to the appropriate court of law to get the justice. So that embodied in the Constitution of India, there is a court of justice also there, then civil laws are there, law of writs are there, everything is coming up. If we go only for the law of writs, suppose, I will not get it from the Constitution. The law of writ, I will not get it from the Constitution, but there is a classification of courts of law. Since this thing is there, so law of writ is there. So by adopting this constitution or on the constitutional authority, I am getting the point of law of writs, I can go to the High Court and Supreme Court, who is examined by the court of law about the activities of either executive or political subjects. Whatever are there, the court of law, that is High Court and Supreme Court, will decide. That High Court is established, Supreme Court is established under what authority? By the Constitution. By these men, whatever the thing is happened. So that has been established on the pursuant to the adoption of our Constitution. Therefore, we are getting that everywhere Constitution is calm. Constitution comes everywhere. So, for social justice, we are also depend on the Constitution. We have to go against the, suppose the state government just before half an hour, a person has told me there is a reservation in the advertisement of APSC. Suppose for some community a seat is reserved, who does not come under 49% of total reservation. 49% of total reservation, but another reservation has been advertised by the APSC, suppose Assam Public Schooling Commission. That is also a constitutional body. Now any woman, if is deprived by their reservation, he can come to the court of law. Which court of law? He will come to the law of writ, either in the High Court or in the Supreme Court. Now in the, suppose to succeed a property, a woman did not get any property or he could not inherit the father's property, he will go to the district court. That is also comes from the Constitution. District courts are established on the basis of Constitution. There is a provision for establishment of the district court. So ultimately, where you are getting? Constitution is the parents' law of our country. Parents' law, which is this person, B.R. Ambedkar, has drafted this Constitution. Now I am standing here only to say something about this Constitution. I am a very small man. To say about the Constitution or to say about the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, I am very small, very small. I have no knowledge of this. But whatever I know, I found that everything we have to depend on the Constitution. Now just before, few days before, on 9 April, we had an election in Assam to constitute state assembly. State legislative assembly to constitute. That also we have to depend on Constitution. That day, the election officer, election commissioner has fixed the date on the People Representative Act on election laws. The 9th April will be the election day of election. Where from this power has come? From the Constitution. The Representative of People Act has been constituted, adopted. Ultimately, we are getting from parents' law, the sub-laws we are getting, that is Representative of People Act, and we are going to elect our Chief Minister, whatever are there. Assembly will constitute the Assembly of State of Assam. Now, by this, women have been empowered by this law of the land. That is, we are getting first Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi. She is a woman. In our country, first Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi. Now, how she got this right to be elected or to get elected as a Prime Minister under the constitutional right? She has a legal right to represent the people as an MP. What right she has got? This is a legal right. We are not getting from the Constitution, that one. But I am a citizen of India. I am a citizen of Article 5. Any person born in India is a citizen of India by Article 5. As soon as I have become a citizen of India, I have a right to be elected by the person, by the people, as an MP. So by that MP, if once I have become MP, I can become also Prime Minister. So Indira Gandhi was the first woman Prime Minister in India. Then we are getting first woman President of India, Pratibha Patil. We have got it. So how it is? Now in present election also we are getting women from our North Kasar Hills, Dima Hasao district. So far I am from Dima Hasao district. I did not get any woman to get elected as a MLA from that constituency, Haplong constituency. Now this time, this Nandita Garalosa, she is contesting the election. So she is uplifted, upgraded. Woman has been upgraded. Under what authority? Under the authority of Constitution of India, because she is a citizen of India. By Article 5, she becomes a citizen of India, and so she can represent as the representative of the people of North Kasar Hills to become a member of Legislative Assembly of State of Assam. So these are the rights. It's coming from the parents' law. So the women are benefited to get divorce from her husband, a husband who is torturing his wife always. So to get benefit, Hindu marriages are there to get the divorce. So that Hindu Marriage Act derived from what? Derives from the Constitution of India. Constitution of India, she has the right to go to the court by Article 14. Equality before law, right to life, right to live, right to freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Whatever are there, all are coming from the parent law, that is Constitution of India. So Constitution of India drafted by this man, this great man. I am a very small man to say anything about Mr. B.R. Ambedkar. So legal rights, which are constitutional rights, then women empowerment by adopting the Hindu Code Bill. There are 4 acts have come. Now even our this present day parliament has given right to women 30% quota in every field, in parliament or assembly or in the job, and also parliament assembly now not yet come, but in the job etc. this thing has come for women empowerment to uplift the women. Empowerment is what? To uplift the women. 30% reservation for the women are there by our new parliament. Not that initiate parliamentary body has passed, but new parliament also by getting inspiration from this B.R. Ambedkar, how he has uplifted the womanhood in our country. So now present parliamentarian also they have introduced the 30% women reservation in the service, job and etc. So being a small person, I have no such other thing to speak about Mr. B.R. Ambedkar. Let me conclude here. So I appreciate these organizers and all to give me this privilege to speak something about Mr. B.R. Ambedkar. So thank you all.